This afternoon, we'll be modeling chess pieces, including the horse. Okay, so the hardest model to actually do amongst the pieces in chess is the horse. Okay, but we're going to take it slow, so we don't have to worry too much. But I'm sure that you are, and you will be able to actually do it. Those you just don't have to be scared of actually doing it, because it's actually, like, you learn a lot from doing it. Okay, so don't just get scared with modeling the horse. Okay, so this is something that we are going to do. So as you can see, so it only looks smooth because the levels of subdivision here is quite a lot. See that? But it's not that complicated. So if I turn off the subdivision surface, it's quite simple. Okay, it's not a lot. Okay, this one. See? Okay, so I actually have another one, but I can't seem to find where it is. Open file location. Okay, anyway, hindi ko na siya makita. Alright, so wait, let me check first submissions. Okay. Ooh, so there's only one somewhere. Okay, it's Angel who is able to submit. Okay. How about how about plate one? Okay. So most of you have done plate one. Okay, so alright. So make sure that you can catch up, okay? Because it's going to be quite a lot as we move on. Okay, so please do try to catch up, because we can't wait. Okay, so anyway, all right, so let's since I've lost my folder for the chess pieces, let me just find a new set of chess piece. Okay, new set of chess pieces. Okay, so all right, so let me just get this one. Okay, oops. All right, all right, save this. I was wondering, I saved the chess piece in the downloads, but somehow it didn't save. I don't know why. Okay, so this is the pieces that we'll be working on. We might probably be using a separate model for the horse, because I wanted the horse to be more realistic. Okay, so we'll be using a separate model, a separate reference for the horse. Okay. Um, I added the links to this already. Okay, so that you can have an idea of what it is. Okay, but let me show you ano yung itsura ng horse. Okay. So ayan siya. So the horse really looks like a horse. Okay. Okay. So anyway, let's start with adding in our image reference to our model. Okay, So it's very critical that we are able to use references for our modeling. The way we add images to our scene is to go to our front view. So go to front view, view, viewpoint. So front would be number pad 1, or just click -y for front. Okay, make sure it's front, not this. Okay, not this. It needs to be front. Okay, then shift, then A, or add, and say add, then image, then reference. Okay, so we need a reference. So the reference is in the chess folder. Make sure that you add your Blender file and your image reference in one folder, so that when you take the when you copy the folder to Google Drive and open it at home or somewhere else, the file and the reference are actually together, so you won't have any errors in displaying the reference. Okay, so find the reference, load reference image. Now the reference is now loaded, but it's actually not sitting on the ground. Okay, our ground is the red floor, this red and green floor or grid. So the way we are going to move this, okay, is we're going to select the image reference. So select this, then move it up, and just try and find what would be the best like floor position for it. Okay, then we have to move it backwards, something like this. Okay, so move it back. Okay, now if you like hover your mouse, like this is your scale for the image reference, or you can press S also to scale the object or something like that, but don't do that. Okay, just select the object and just press S if you want to scale it. Okay, so press S, then click if you want to. Okay, so you could like move it up so that it touches the floor, then move it behind, because we want to go around and still see our model. Okay, the further the better, because if we rotate like this, it's not actually, do you see how it actually is blocking our view? Okay, so the further it is, the better actually. So okay, it's actually fine if it's like this far, it's okay, right? So since when we go to the front view, we can still see it. Okay, so let's label this as chess. Click our restriction toggles, then make sure that you turn on selectable. Okay, selectable allows our object to be selected. Then if you turn it off, you will not be able to select it. Okay, para siyang lock. So this is like your lock for your objects. Okay, so the light can be hidden. I can also hide the camera. Okay, so I don't have to like select the selectable. I can just hide it because it's already not on view. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to model our pawn. Okay, so the way we do that is we're going to use, the best shape for this is to use a cylinder, not a cube. Okay, so go to add, mesh, then go to cylinder. Now when you click this and add a cylinder, I want you to click on this, add cylinder, then make sure that you are just using around 12, okay, 12 vertices. Okay, so when you're using 12 vertices, it's actually a lot easier to manage when you have 12. 8 and 12 would be okay. Having 32 would be quite a lot, so it's going to be a horrendous experience using or selecting vertices that are like 32. Since we'll be using subdivision surface, it's fine to actually use a model with only 12 subdivision surfaces. Okay, so let me like check in my video if it's like 8 or 12 so that it's like the same. Okay, so it actually isn't really much of a really big issue if it's 8 or 12, so it's fine. Let me just check.
40.
Okay, if I was using
Back to 8.
so 8, so let's just use 8. Okay, para parehas. Okay, so since I made this 12, so how can I bring it back to 8? All right, so what we can do here is just press F9. So click here, then press F9. F9, F3. Okay, so F9. Okay, it depends on the version. Okay. Usually, when you press F9, you will be able to bring back the tool earlier. So it depends on the version. So when you press F9, it usually brings this back. Since I'm using like 4. Okay. Alright, 3.6 pala to. Let me try if it works in... So this is Blender 4.1. Let me see if I could add. Here's a cylinder. Okay, F9. Ah, yeah, there you go. So Blender 4 allows you to be able to edit your vertices. So this is like 12. Then F9, you could go and use 8. Alright, so something like that. Okay. We add another one. Okay. F9. Okay, so it's not working naman here. So okay, if that happens, okay, whatever version you're using, if F9 is not working, just start anew. Okay, you could start over anyway, so it's not really much of a big problem, so you don't have to worry. Okay, so just delete this, add a new one. So that's actually one of the weaknesses of Blender, so we just have to live with it. Okay, so I'll just make it 8. So now it's 8. Right, so I'm going to take this and bring it here. Now I'm going to turn on the X-ray, so you can press Alt Z. Okay, screen cap, screencast. Okay, then I'm going to scale this, so you're going to press S. Okay, or just use your scale like that. Okay, then go to move, bring it near the base, somehow somewhere around here. Then you can either press S or just use the scale tool. So move. You don't have to be so OC about this. Okay, so as long as it like it's close, then it's fine. Okay, it's not really that much of a problem. Okay, now go inside edit mode. Okay, then box select this, then go to your move tool and bring it down somewhere around here. Okay, since this side is tapered, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to like box select this and scale, press S. It's faster to just use S, or you could use the scale tool. Okay, use the scale tool, but use the universal scale. Okay, do not use the red 1, okay? So use the universal scale, okay? If you are not going to use the universal scale, this is what happens, okay? Look, when you use the scale, yung red na scale or X scale, this is what happens. See? So if we use the universal scale, it actually scales this in all directions, okay? So let's just select this, press S or scale, okay? Then let's go to the face mode, and those dots are your faces. So click on the face, then go to the move tool, select the face, then go to your front view. So press negative, click the negative Y, okay? So we're going to extrude up. So extrude, then move up, okay? Then we're going to scale. So universal scale or S, if you want to do it like this, okay? Press 1 for the vertex, then move tool, move it up like this, okay? Then go to face mode, click the top part, go to the front view, then extrude up, then S to scale. Extrude up, then S, oops, then S to scale. Extrude up, then S, okay? Then bring this down, okay? Extrude up, either you could use the scale tool, universal scale, okay? Extrude up, use the scale, okay? Right? Then extrude up, scale, okay? Then extrude, then scale, okay? Actually, if you set your scale, you don't have to like change because it actually moves up by itself. But if you're using a separate, a different software, you have to go back and forth from move to scale, okay? So here, extrude again, okay? Then scale in, all right? Then we're going to extrude up like this, but we're going to scale, selecting this, universal scale hanggang dito, okay? Then move, then extrude up, okay? Then use your scale tool, scale, extrude up, then S, okay? Then extrude, S, vertex. If you want to adjust, so box select, okay? You can box select and adjust if you want to. Box select again, pwede rin yun, box select this, okay? Then, you could either shape this like this, okay? Extrude, extrude, then S, extrude, then S, then like this. It's possible, okay? Alt Z for X-ray, okay? It's possible to do that also. Or you can add a sphere on top of it, then merge it together. So you could also do that, okay? But you need to have the same number of vertices, okay? So Shift A, add a UV sphere. So the UV sphere is here. Change this. Make sure that you change this to 8. All right. Then the rings needs to also be 8. Right. So when you scale this, make sure that you scale this. Then bring it to this part. Okay, bring it here, scale, press S, right? So just move it somewhere around there. We need to delete the bottom part. Make sure that you delete it. Okay, so delete this, X, delete vertex. Hover your mouse on the vertex, press L to select. Okay. Now we're going to like move this up and okay, we're going to scale the bottom part. Okay, so what we can do is get close, press Alt, then click. Alright, Alt, then click selects around the edge. Then scale, press S. Then scale again. Then bring it up. Okay. Then we need to merge this one by one. So click this, Shift, click, M to last. Click, Shift, click, M to last. Click, Shift, click, M to last. Click, Shift, click, Shift, click, M to last. Click, Shift, click, M to last. Okay. Around and check. Okay, may naiwan pa. Click M, then last. Sorry for the noise kasi may nagre-renovate kasi kami sa bahay. Okay, so I just added control edges, edge loops, and scale para mag-fit. Okay, but you turn it off, it's quite big, pero when you turn it back on, the subdivision, it's actually is fine. Okay, so when you add another subdivision, right click, then shade smooth. So it looks very smooth already when you added the when you add the edge loop. Okay, right, now if you want to like add, like alt click here, tapos control B to bevel. Okay, so bevel, tapos yan, you can add your bevels and make it softer to scroll. Yeah, just make sure that you can handle the number of scrolls. Okay, so like yan, pwede na yung ganyan. Okay, to make it look softer, right? Even if it's in one, it looks fine because it's going to be like far, so it doesn't have to, it doesn't need to have a lot of subdivisions. Okay, all right, so let me save this. All right, are you able to get it? Na gets niyo yung process? Right click. Okay, so what happened lang here is we just kept on you know, repeating the extrusion and scaling up and down. Okay, so how about the others? Nagets nyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so since may isa na tayo, pwede na tayong mag duplicate na lang. So we're going to duplicate this and use it for the other parts. Okay, so we're going to edit the shape so that it fits the other models. Okay, so we're going to go in, then we're going to delete the top part. So box select X, then X. Okay, X, then delete vertex. Okay, then let's select this part, box select this, let's move it somewhere around up here. Then let's select the bottom part and bring it out like this. Press S, just ano lang, SS lang tayo. Okay, so just S. Okay, let me just center this even more. Okay, so S. Okay, alt click, then bring this down, control R, then scale. Okay, then scale this out. Okay, box select this and bring it up somewhere around here, then scale it out, control R here, then scale in, box select this, then scale this out. Okay, and control R, then scale out. Okay, we need to follow the shape of the rook. Okay, now if you want this to be like really straight, it's just like dissolve. So X, dissolve edges. Okay, so that when we adjust this, it actually is a bit more straight. Okay, so S, and bring it like that. Select this, bring it out, then bring this one. Okay, alt click this, then scale. Alright, then box select this, bring it somewhere around here, then S, control R, then S, box select this. Okay, control B to bevel. Right, then scale it even more, since this one is actually much bigger. Scale it out. Okay, turn on your subdivision so you could see, right? So it actually got thinner. So let's select this, scale it out, select this, and scale it then scale it in. Control R to add a contour to the shape. Let's get this bottom part, scale, let's scale it out, then bring it down. We can scale it also down a bit since it actually got a little bit bigger, then move it up like so. You don't have to be so OC about this, okay? As long as it looks fine or it looks the same, so it's fine. Make sure that you are in X-ray whenever you do this, okay? So Alt Z, sorry, to scale. Right, something like this, right? So we have now the base for our rook. Shift D, let's go to our knight. Shift D, let's move somewhere around here. Okay, let's edit this. So X-ray, scale, right? Scale even more. Then let's select the bottom part, then scale it in. Alright, so this only has like one curve, so it only has like this. So what we are going to do is we need to dissolve this, right? Alt Shift click, right? Edge, Alt Shift click, Alt Shift click, okay? X, dissolve edges, okay? Alt Shift click. Let's bring it somewhere around here. Scale it. Control R. Let's add a control edges somewhere around here. Okay. Go to vertex. Then okay, I think we need to dissolve this. So go to edges, edge, edge. Okay, then click this edge. X, dissolve this edge. Let's select the upper part, then scale. Control R. Let's add a control edge somewhere around here. Then bring it up. Box select this, bring this here. Box select this bottom part. Scale it. Box select this and scale it just a bit. Okay. Then let's add one here, then scale. Let's add another one here and scale. Add another one here and scale. Okay. Alt click here. Okay. So don't worry if it's not exactly the same. As long as it looks like a chess piece, it's fine. Okay. As long as it, okay, if you ever going to make yours, make sure that it actually looks like what I did. Okay, do not invent or do something else. Make sure that you model it one-to-one based on what I did. Okay, it needs to be the same as the one that I actually am doing. Okay, the reason why I want you to follow my approach in modeling is because I don't want you to get lost into doing stuff and you'll be able to submit mediocre work. Okay, so remember, you're still learning, so you have to follow instructions first before GG. Okay, before you would be able to make your own. Okay, you're starting to learn modeling, so you have to learn the approaches that I'm teaching you, so that if ever you want to make your own model, it's not going to be hard. Okay, the approaches that I'm teaching you are the ones that will make you learn faster. Okay, so just please follow the approaches that I'm trying to show you. Okay, all right, now if I'm going to scale this, another way of scaling this is I want to scale this on S, pero I want to exclude Z, so shift then Z, so that I'm just scaling on X and Y but not on Z. Okay, so it's like I'm making it I'm exempting Z for the scale. Okay, all right. So we now have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. Okay, so the base, actually, if dapat pala tinuloy ko na muna ito dito. Anyway, mabilis lang naman to. Okay, so we can just get this one. Okay, so extrude. All right. Extruding in vertices is quite hard. Just press alt click on the edges, then F, then press 3. Okay, so that whenever you extrude, you're extruding based on the face. Okay, so extrude, then scale, then extrude up, then scale. Right, extrude up, then scale out, extrude up, then extrude again. Okay, turn off your subdivision, go to vertex. Let's scale this in just a bit, turn on your subdivision and see if it fits. Okay, if not, then we'll just make some adjustments. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, Control R here, then S, Control R here, then S. Okay. Alt click to adjust. Okay. You can bevel this. Okay, like bevel it only on 2. Okay, then scale this. Alt click this, then bring it out. I'll click this part, then bring it up somewhere around here. Okay, so there you go. Okay, we can do the same thing here. Okay, and here. All right, so alt click, so move your mouse here, alt, then click. Oops, alt click F. Okay, then go to face mode. Let's do the same thing. So let's move it up just a bit. Okay, extrude, then scale in, turn off the subdivision. Okay, extrude up. Okay, then scale, extrude, and then up, extrude up, extrude, extrude, then scale. Turn on your subdivision, vertex. Okay, then scale, go to move, Control R. Okay, then bring this out, so select this and bring this out. Okay, so press S. Okay, right click, then shade smooth, right click, shade smooth. Okay, could have like 2 subdivisions, but do not apply it. Okay, so here I'll just duplicate this one so I don't have to do extra work. So yeah, so this one is just a bit bigger. So X-ray, then scale. Oh, S, Shift Z. Okay, S, then Shift, then Z. Then scale this, scale, then scale. Okay, so there you go. Right? So these are the bases, okay, for our chess model. All right. So next thing that I want you to do is do the base first. Okay. I want you to do the base first. So let me stop the recording. Okay.